All right, ladies and gents, Mike here again with Better Times, here to go over the underdog to watch, our fantasy pick two, and our best value bet. I did have a best bet parlay, but that lost value in a matter of hours, and I would have to add a third leg, and I didn't want to do that. So we're going to stick with the best value bet. But let's get right into it. Underdog to watch is going to be Polastri. Julia Polastri. Look. She's going up against Lupe Godinez. Lupe Godinez is a very strong wrestler for this division. Now, the problem with that is that she's going up against one of the stronger girls in the division in Polastri. Now, she doesn't have that much UFC experience, but you watch the tape, you can tell the girl is very strong, very good at defending takedowns, can do takedowns herself, and she is vicious. This girl is so vicious on the feet, and just this Muay Thai style that's meant to hurt you. And it translates to when she has her ground game. This girl fights to finish, and she strikes with way more intent than Lupe Godinez. Lupe Godinez, now, even though her striking has improved, she still just applies the basics. And it's mostly just a 1-2. She'll throw the jab and then she'll throw the right hand straight down the center line, very good accuracy, but that's basically it. Maybe a couple hooks here and there, but nothing to, what would I say? How would I say this? Nothing that would devastate, nothing that would make her opponents hesitate to keep them from walking forward. And you need something that's going to earn the respect of Julia Polastri to get her to back off you. The only strikers that have been able to do it are the ones with the speed advantage or just way more highly skilled than her. And still, they got to have the speed. The speed is what really frustrates them. Her frustrates Polastri. And Godinez does not have that. Her only way to win is going to be through the wrestling, and that's going to be a hard task considering that she's fighting one of the stronger girls in the division. I see this fight playing out on the feet, and I see Polastri really dominating on the feet and her getting the takedown if she chooses. Julia Polastri is jumped up to a plus 185. I think that's a good number. I think she was like a plus 140 at the beginning of last week, and it just really that line widened seriously. So right now, plus 185. I would just say get on that. I already put my bet in for a unit and a half to win back almost 3. I'm telling you, Polastri is being overlooked in this fight. Now, our fantasy pick two. We got 2 strikers that I believe are really going to get it done. Number 1 pick is going to be Brandon Moreno. Now, Brandon Moreno, I don't think he's going to get the finish, but I believe he's really going to dominate on the feet. And this is a 5-round fight, and I believe that's going to give you more points due to the striking. And it's mainly just the speed. Brandon Moreno is not going to be the one to chase Urseg. Urseg really likes to time his shots, frustrate his opponents, get them reacting, and then he is able to get off even more. Moreno is not that type of fighter. He keeps the pressure light, he keeps his eyes on the prize, and then he lets loose when it's time to go. And when it's time to go, this man ain't no joke. Brandon Moreno, number 1 pick. Our number 2 pick is going to be Manuel Torres. And it's a surprising saying this against Drew Dober, but I believe Torres is going to get the finish. Defensively, both fighters have a lot to work on, but offensively is where there's a big gap. Dober doesn't really move his head, and that's a big red flag against a sniper that is Manuel Torres. Torres picks his shots well, and he's not just one of these pitter-patter strikers. He strikes to knock you out. And it's with every strike. And he's going to be able to find the chin of Dober throughout the fight. So eventually, one is going to knock him down. So, number 1 pick, Brandon Moreno. Number 2 pick, Manuel Torres. Put those two in your lineup. You can thank me later. Our best value bet. Now, like I said before, I had a best bet parlay. It was at a minus 137. It jumped to a minus 167 this morning. That the value is lost on that. I would have to add a third leg, but I like my best bet parlays to be 2 max. 3 only if I am positive it's going to hit. So I don't like the risk. We're going to scrap it. The best value bet is going to be Edgar Chairez versus CJ Vergara over 2.5 minus 155. Simply put, both of these fighters are tough. We've seen them both take damage, and we've seen them both be able to dish it right back. I believe they're both going to have a war. Vergara is really good at getting in, finding his way inside the striking range and finding his shots. The problem is that he's not going to be able to get out of the way in time when when Chairez counters back because of the length. It has nothing to do with what he's doing wrong. It has everything to do with the range that Chairez covers when he's throwing. So, both of these fighters are going to be in what looks like a war. It's going to look sweaty, but trust me, it's not. Both of these fighters are built for the distance, and they're built to just really put themselves in a drag out war. Minus 155, that is way more than fair. That's the best value bet of the whole card. That's the show. Thank you for watching. The website is back up. We're going to have the prelim card breakdowns up along with the best bets for the whole card. The main card breakdowns will be available Tuesday. The props will be available Friday with the lottery parlay. All in for bettertimes.com. Don't forget to check out Cap MMA. The space is held on Fridays at 9. And until next time, good luck with your bets.